Dips for me are the perfect finger food, and it's a great dish to entertain lots of people by just giving them lots of things to dip into really delicious dips. So today I'm gonna show you how to make 3 of my favorite cheese dips. People absolutely love spinach dips. A lot of times you actually find spinach and artichoke dips, but today we're gonna keep it really simple. The first thing you wanna do is fry off your spinach. So all you have to do is remove the leaves from the stalks, put everything in a nice hot pan, and make sure all that water starts dissipating. For a little bit more flavor, you can go ahead and grate in some garlic. This obviously gets seasoned with some salt and some pepper. Next, for the cheese, it's really up to you what you want to add, like some fontina, some pecorino could be really good. But if you want kind of like that stretchiness, you can add in some mozzarella, and then for the sharpness and more for the flavor, some grated parmesan always works wonders. Remove all the water you can from the spinach, especially from this variety. Then you just chop it up. You don't have to mince it up too much. Chop it up into nice chunks before mixing it with everything else. A little bit of cream cheese and some sour cream will just help thicken everything and make everything nice and creamy. Right before this goes into the oven, just grate on some extra cheese. This can be served with a variety of things, but I think probably the most popular ones locally are crostinis or really crunchy pieces of baguette. So all you have to do is grab a fresh baguette or preferably a day-old baguette, slice it up, and then that goes into the oven as well for 10 to 15 minutes until really nice and hard. Give this a go. Look at that. Cheesy, creamy, probably delicious. This is probably the most famous out of all the cheese sauces because literally it's just the cheese sauce. I'm just gonna show you how to make a very basic version, but then if you wanna upgrade it with some jalapenos, grilled peppers, or any types of vegetables, or even meats, you can add that to this sauce and it'd be really, really tasty. First thing we wanna do is make kind of like a roux, so we have some flour and some butter. We're just gonna mix that until it combines really nicely while heating it up at the same time. Then we're gonna start adding our milk. Make sure to keep some milk reserved so that in case things get a little too thick, you can always adjust it with a bit more milk. All you have to make sure is continuously whisk it as this gets really nice and thick, and then slowly add in your cheese. Today we're adding some queso de bola and some grated cheddar. Feel free to use any type of cheese that you like. Ideally here, we're not looking for a stringiness. We're looking for a cheese sauce that's really nice and smooth and creamy, but not something that'll give you a pull, something that will just really coat whatever you dip inside of it. Once you have the consistency you like, you can make some homemade chips by using any type of tortilla wrappers that you might have lying around. Chop those up into triangles and then shallow fry them until nice and crispy. Let's try this out. Smooth and creamy. That will always bring a smile to your face. So good. One of the most famous dips or spreads that we have in the Philippines is a pimiento. I'm not sure exactly where it comes from, but it's absolutely delicious. And you see it a lot being sent to people's houses during Christmas. So if you really want to make your own at home, it's actually really quick and simple to do. The first thing you want to do is work on those peppers. So open flame, turn them around until they're blistered and black. Once they're kind of cleaned out and the burnt skins are removed, you can run these under some cold water to remove any excess. Open them up, remove any seeds inside as well. You can run this again under some cold water, and then just mince up everything. Now to put everything together, you can do this by hand or you can do this on a mixer. So we're gonna take about 175 grams of softened butter and mix that with 175 grams of cream cheese with sugar. So you're gonna beat that until it's nice and smooth. Once you have that consistency, you can add the same quantities of parmesan and queso de bola cheese. All that gets mixed together until really nice and smooth, but still extremely chunky. I think the beauty of a queso de bola is that chunk. This will always remind me of my childhood, especially during Christmas. Pan de sal with some queso de bola. You can make this ahead and put it in a jar. It'll just intensify the flavor of the cheese. So good, so creamy already. If you do want to add more saltiness, go ahead and add some salt. I personally think the cheese is already salty enough, so I don't like adding it. So good. Thanks for watching, guys.